Here we go, coming into the broadcast. You got a couple of glimpses of her earlier today. We have the Info Fairy herself handling production and also gonna try to cast as well. Everyone's favorite casting jersey. It's Kuro.
Yes, hello, as the players are not threatened. No. Ah, God damn it. Yeah,
We'll get
hello.
them. We'll get them.
I am here and I'm still fixing some player names, so give me 1 sec.
Yes. Well, while that is going on, we are going, of course, to be spawning into Site Delta, where here we go over at the top of the left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in this top left-hand corner. We, of course, have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He is going to be representing his team. He was the new acquisition of his team, Liquid. We have the mayor of Six City himself, Cure.
Also proxy. But on the other side of the map, of Side Delta, we have our orange Terran player. For some reason, it is the one and only. Representing Club NV, it is QuanTa.
Begging earlier
Yeah,
today, just hoping to get one map out of Cure.
I like how in the lobby QuanTa is like sal please, which means please go easy on me, and this is what Cure means by go easy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna proxy 2 Rex, yeah. Proxy 2 Reaper, yeah, instead of just, I don't know, proxy Cycloning, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we see how QuanTa does with that, as we know that QuanTa is himself quite an interesting player, with definitely some quirky builds here and there as well.
Yeah, QuanTa, Hanmono, a lot of the honorable boys, as I call them that, have been known to go for some quirky builds, as you put it. He is opening up pretty standard to start things off with. I guess just trying to suss out how Cure wants to play at the moment. But yeah, Cure just not giving him that same satisfaction. Cyclone coming out from this factory, and that's definitely going to aid a lot in this offense. This is actually a huge victory here for QuanTa at the moment, is that he hasn't lost a Reaper. Just as I say that, a Reaper goes down. Okay.
But it was very close. Like, the Reapers of Cure are very low on health, but unfortunately for the QuanTa, they are still alive and they are starting to deal damage. 5 SCVs going down, including the one building the starport, so that will be delayed. And now the Cyclone is out, but the damage has been done.
Yeah, it really goes to show you how much you want to maintain an even or roughly even Reaper count in the early game, because even just being down by 1 really, or down by 2 at that point, can really snowball. Cure's still not done, by the way. He still wants to go into this main base. He still wants to beautifully bait out the lock-on from the Cyclone, beautifully baits away the Reapers of QuanTa. He goes in, and he's going to get even more SCVs here. He can actually fight that Cyclone if QuanTa isn't quick enough to repair, and he isn't quick enough to repair. Finally, the Reapers of Cure go down, but that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Cyclone actually died mid-air. Like, it was bounced as it was being repaired, and I don't know if the SCVs were able to repair it while in the air, and it did go down. So yeah, a lot of the SCVs falling for QuanTa, unfortunately. We have 7 going down for 5 Reapers. And I mean, the good news is this will probably be the end of this aggression, but I mean, I'm sure Cure has a follow-up.
Yeah, he absolutely does. He's working on his second factory back at home, as well as his starport. Reaper's gonna be coming in from QuanTa, but they just very easily get deflected by the Cyclones of Cure.
Well, at least he did scout the base, so he knows that the factories are coming up. So I assume we're seeing Cyclones, aren't we?
Yep. Well, actually, yeah, obviously there's gonna be Cyclones coming out here from Cure, but prioritizes a Viking first, which is not quite what I was expecting. Just based on his series against Nightmare earlier today, I was half expecting some Cyclone drops coming out from Cure.
Okay, interesting. But as we see, that is not the choice, and instead, QuanTa is going to try and attack. I mean, he tries to like make up for the losses that he received after
Hmm.
Kuro's proxy, but I mean, Kuro is kind of ready for this.
Yeah, he's got a Cyclone set up in a really good position away from the choke point. He has a bunker just in case. I'm liking the double Viking production coming out from QuanTa. That should allow him to get some air superiority, but we'll see how much air superiority really matters when his ground force is being surrounded by Cyclones.
Yeah, well, good news for QuanTa. Most of the Cyclones actually went to the other side of the map, so they are not here for the defense. And scary thought though is that it looks like they are committing there, so I guess QuanTa has to get damage done here.
Yeah, Cure's committing, so QuanTa has to commit. It's a commitment game as this base is getting dangerously low. Cure will pick it up, but it's still within range of these Marines, still within range of the Vikings, of course. That base is going to go down.
Yeah, the base is going down, so very, very nicely done for QuanTa. And on the other side of the map, he did lose 12 workers, though. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's a
There,
Viking.
yeah, Viking will thankfully be able to chase these away, but, as Chase mentioned earlier, never pull workers against Cyclones, and that is why Cure himself was able to, keep his Vikings pool together despite only making one at a time, and yeah, it did a really good job of distracting the landed Vikings as well on the other side of the map. So all of a sudden, Cure is not a player with air superiority. He's chasing away these tanks. He will lose his base, but like you mentioned, they're on even base count, and Cure is up an insane amount of workers, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I mean, we have literally 33 workers to 8. I mean, granted, they are all on the same base, so they're not very efficient, but they do exist.
And you know what? More of them are mining than than at QuanTa base. So mules definitely gonna help out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, QuanTa is still sieging this position, which is nice, but it will be very hard to go forward. He is losing those Vikings, though, unfortunately, which is at the end of
Yeah.
the air superiority, the end of the vision, and is he just going to go home?
I mean, what else can he really do at this position? Cure swapped the add-ons around, so now he has reacted Viking production. He has a defensive advantage going his way as well. QuanTa can't really do anything from this position unless, some... The best he can really hope for is for Cure to just move command into siege up tanks at this point, which is possible.
I mean, you can still get some
Gonna hold
nice
out hope for that.
positions done, because these Vikings are quite forward, but yeah, Cure even shoots first, and the Vikings will be going down. GG is called. Cure will be taking game number 1.
No chill. My god. He
Absolutely
asked
no
you to
chill.
go easy on him, Cure.
Yeah, that's what Cure does when he goes easy. What do you mean?
Alrighty then. You should be grateful I'm not giving it 100.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen him at full power.
Not bad.
At full
You
power, he
made me
just
use
proxies the Cyclones immediately.
10% of my power.
Oh, poor QuanTa. QuanTa is sad.
Yeah. But you know what? We'll count that as a victory because he did take out that
Yeah.
CC. We have different win conditions from our players coming down here. As we
I mean,
continue
look,
on.
I will agree to that, okay? Because I mean, let's be honest. Like there's quite a difference between Cure and QuanTa. Cure is like the champion level player. QuanTa is, he's a very good player. He's like, but like he's more like
Yeah.
the semi-pro kind of level. So like obviously beating Cure is quite a challenge. But you should count those small victories. I mean,
Yeah.
I to this day am proud of killing a Reaper of Keen. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. And you proxy hatch Björn.
I did proxy, but that failed. That doesn't count.
Well,
That's more like a badge
That's
of like courage or something.
okay, well, still. I once out microed Keen in a Reaper battle.
See, there you go.
And then died because I wasn't macroing, but he was macroing.
That doesn't count. Still a win.
Different win. Yeah. If it were up to me, I would say that QuanTa is up 1-0 in the series, but yeah, unfortunately there are rules that we have to stick by. So instead, we're going to be continuing our series on Ekate. Over here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the bottom left, we have our red Terran player coming out from the land of Korea. He is, of course, going to be representing his team, Team Liquid, as the mayor of Six City himself. We have up 1-0 in the best of 5, Cure.
And on the other side of the map, we once again have our orange player that I have to fix the name for. 1 second.
You may know them as Stelle, but that's actually a pseudonym. You might be wondering, who is Stelle? Is he innovation?
It is, in fact, our orange Terran player, representing Club NV. It is QuanTa.
Having a banger of an innovation avatar going on there.
True.
It's trying to harness the
power of innovation.
Power. I don't remember. Was that from 2017? I mean, it has to be from 2017.
Are you asking me to remember something?
Yeah.
I remember a lot of fun facts, but dates is usually not one of them.
I agree. It's not very fun. And look at that! QuanTa. A man gunning for a position. A man gunning for a Cranky Ducklings membership as he steals the gas of Cure. SCV goes down, but it doesn't matter. He already got his full scout, and he's denying that second gas.
I mean, he's getting the scout even now because that has 3 Reapers in camp. Okay. Sure, QuanTa, sure. But yeah, like this is like a very old Cranky Ducklings meme, but it used to be a thing where if you wanted to join the clan, you had to steal the opponent's gas.
Yeah.
It's the rule.
To do that. Yeah, I believe you had to steal either Milk's gas or Light's gas in a practice game. That was our initiation, something like that. Man, Light, he's out of the airplane right now. I can tell because he just DM'd me on Discord to yell at me. He doesn't realize why, but he's smiling in the airport. He doesn't know why. He's in the airport smiling.
QuanTa sending angry faces for killing his workers. Yes, I agree. How dare Cure take his workers away?
Is nothing sacred? That's the question we ask.
I see. This is the thing. Like, you know, like the you're probably the underdog. Like, at least have fun with the match, right? Like, try to see like what you can get done. Like, even that gas, it was cheeky. It was was it worth it? I don't know, but I mean, it was something interesting.
Yeah. You know what? The morale victory alone makes it worth it.
Yes.
Will it contribute to winning the game?
I mean, it could.
The morale goes up. Yeah.
I mean, it is scouting information.
Exactly. What is the math on morale?
I don't know. I
somewhere up there.
Never math on stream.
Never math on stream. That's our other tip for the evening.
Yeah, QuanTa just trying to poke at the base of Cure, trying to see how defenses are, and it looks like the defenses are alright, so he won't be able to get anything done here, but he will still try to sneak in. He's still trying to find a way.
Yeah, that 1 second when those Marines come out of the bunker and when the Cyclones are maybe a bit distracted in the main base, that is when he'll pounce. And Cyclones make very, very short work of SCVs. They make short work of probes. They make short work of drones. They make shorter work of probes. They make the shortest work of SCVs. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I think actually probes are a bit more vulnerable.
So does somebody in the chat know the HP points of each unit?
It's like I know SCVs have more than the other two workers.
Mm.
I know that because I was forced to listen to a rant
Imba.
back in the day of
Imba, Imba,
Imba.
Imba.
Yeah, those were the days. But yeah, I do appreciate this from QuanTa, just sneaking around with whatever he can. He has a Liberator somewhere in the map, yeah, just posturing outside of the main base, I believe, and now he's working on his Viking tank push. Just if he can draw away some of the attention of Cure, he can get something done here. He might be able to, best case scenario, take out that natural base once again. He's even bringing a couple of SCVs with him to throw down maybe a couple of bunkers of his own, repair his mech units.
I mean,
It's something.
yeah, look, we had a bit of fun in the beginning of the game, but like, you know, moments like this can let the player like let his guard down, and maybe QuanTa can find some way to get into the base. Maybe, you know, snipe a unit here or there. Like, you know, Cure is busy on the other side of the map with Cyclone, and maybe QuanTa can get something done here.
Yeah, we can already tell that Cure, it doesn't like the fact that he got his gas stolen because he did react earlier on. He did type something to QuanTa.
I think it was just like a
That's
question
weighing
mark.
on his mind. It is, but you know,
'Cause,
that's
like
the polite way of
yeah,
telling your opponent you're tilted.
like it's. I don't think like that sound means anything. It's just like a sound thing. So do we also get lag? Because I'm getting some.
I had some a little while ago, so
Okay, so hopefully this is
if I
just on my
notice lag,
side.
yeah.
Okay.
If I notice lag, then
Okay.
I'll be on the lookout now.
Because my delay, like my ping is fine, but for some reason I'm skipping some frames. That happens.
QuanTa just setting up as best he can here. Liberator coming back to meet with the rest of this army. This is a massive wall of tanks, and behind all of this, QuanTa's going to be the first player to expand to take a third base.
Yeah, and Kiro trying to see what is in front of his base, and in front of his base is actually a line of tanks, as you said. There are Vikings as well. He will try to... Ooh, snipes actually that Liberator, which is really nice, but I mean, there's still more army to come here.
Yeah, that's not the end of it. You thought that was going to be it, Cure. No, there's going to be 2 Liberators now.
Oh,
Because
no.
we have reactor production.
Oh, but that is a lot of Vikings. Oh, but actually, QuanTa gets the first shot off this time. They are clamped up though, so it's not easy to target, but it looks like the Raven took the hit.
Yeah, it took a couple of hits earlier on, so it is quite a bit weakened. Interference Matrix was researched here for Cure, so that is definitely something he can utilize, but he only has 1 Raven. So he only has 2 max, and if he's not careful, if it gets sniped by the Vikings of QuanTa, then he really doesn't have a way out of this natural base.
So QuanTa moving forward, it's actually in range of the defenses of Cure, taking down the bunker, starting to damage the tanks, and this siege from QuanTa is actually looking pretty nice, but the air... I think in the air battle, Cure still will probably win, so he has to be very careful about how he's going.
Yeah, he absolutely does. What?
Okay.
The Manor Mule coming out here from Cure. Actually, not quite a Manor Mule, in fact, it
was a bait.
Drew fire away. It was a huge bait. It forced QuanTa to unsiege, and now finally Cure is going to be able to break out from this position. He is in a much more defensible position. He has a high ground, and finally he can expand.
Yeah, that was really tricky from Cure, because that position from QuanTa looked really like solid, and then he just drops a single mule, so hoping for the friendly fire, and that's a really cute move from Cure.
That's 100% what it was. Yeah, I mean, I think this was probably the best case scenario for Cure to force the unsiege, because, you know, QuanTa didn't want to risk the friendly fire, but even if he did draw that friendly fire away, that's 1 tank going down. Cure has so much freedom now. He's moving across the map with triple medevacs worth of Marines. He makes very short work of the force that, of the scouting force that QuanTa was sending across the map, and now QuanTa's suddenly in a lot of trouble. Now the tables have turned completely 180. He is the one defending.
Yeah, he's trying to set up a defense there, but Kuro is attacking from both directions. There's a drop going into the natural QuanTa. At the same time, there's that force that is getting ready at the third, so QuanTa has to split forces, but I don't know if he can. He actually tries to, but the natural is not defended and the main doesn't have a lot of in it.
Yeah, tank goes down and all of these SCVs are going to go down with it. Once again, Cure going to be taking the huge lead. GG is called, and Cure going to be finding himself a match point, taking game number 2, but man, it looked a little bit scary for him for a second.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice position from QuanTa. Like, he did manage to lock Cure in his base. He had a nice spread of the tanks, so like it actually looked pretty good for him. But obviously, like, the position alone is not everything. So in the end, Cure was able to break it with a cute move nonetheless, and yeah, he takes the game.
Yeah, takes that game. Very nicely done. Just reminds me of just like, oh man, just reminds me of like, I don't know, a Batman situation where, you know, you have the villain beating down on him and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, here's one thing you didn't consider.
Yeah, the debut is really funny. Like, it's a very interesting move, and I've definitely seen it before. Like, it has been used before. Like, mules are quite common in this kind of like positions.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky to utilize, but there are a lot of situations, especially in previous map pools, where you would see Terran players throw down mules just to body block at choke points.
But yeah, you can do that. Okay, but what does QuanTa do to take back this series? What build does he go for?
Obviously, he has a gas steal.
Yes. The gas steal definitely improved the game. I think it was 100%. Better.
Yeah. I guess he wants a channel innovation, so Proxy Rex? ? Anyway, we're going to be getting ready for game number 3 here on our best of 5. Yes, best of 5 middle match here in our Swiss style format. In the bottom left-hand corner, map spawning all the way in the bottom left, we have our red Terran player coming down from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing his team, Team Liquid, having a little bit of cheeky banter back and forth with his opponent right now. He is our red Terran player on Alcyone. Spawning in the bottom left, we have Cure.
And on the top right of Alcyone, we have our orange, once again, Terran. Representing Club NV, it is the one, the only, QuanTa. Also for the chat asking about Light, Light is fine and in fact has just landed in Singapore like only a few minutes ago, so he's just chilling. I mean, not few minutes, a bit more than few minutes.
I don't live that far away from the airport now.
Yeah, if Yaku just, you know, gets on the bus or something, he can go to the airport, just chill with Light for a bit.
Yeah, last bus is closed in like 2 hours, so we'll see.
I don't. Can you like access the airport though?
Yeah.
Like, don't you have to go through like some kind of gates or something?
Oh, he's already in the gate.
Yeah, because he's like only like transitioning.
I'll find a way.
Okay.
There are some, there are some air vents and whatnot.
Yes, I imagine Yaku venting. That's definitely. It's a great idea, Yaku.
Just pop in. Hello there.
Just jump out of a wall suddenly.
Just astral project.
Yeah, this time none of the players doing anything particularly weird. No proxies, no gas stealing, just more proper game.
For now. I'm keeping my eyes on QuanTa 100%. He is the one who decided very early on that, he's going to try to... His goal is to take one map here to make sure that this isn't going to be a clean sweep. And yeah, I'm confident in QuanTa's ability to have a couple of tricks up his sleeve. He, again, has been... He's brothers with Han Mono, of all players. there was ever a player who could come up with some way to trip up a player like Cure, I feel like it will be them.
That's a really well camouflaged Reaper. I
It
actually
is.
could not see it. I was looking for it. It's like, where is the unit? It's just orange on orange.
Yeah. Oh god, that's something I have to keep in mind now, yeah.
Okay, so orange is banned on
I-
Alcyone.
Yep. Orange, just banned in general,
See, people will say,
It's
why
not-
don't you just use red and blue? I don't even like red and blue on a lot of maps, that's the thing. Oh, Cure's Reaper actually goes down. I mean, obviously he gets a nice scout of the entire base, but it does go down without taking any workers with it, so nice little win from QuanTa.
Yeah. We'll give him half a map now. Half a map point.
Half a map. Sure.
That's what we shall do. Man, I really want to make that that show match a thing. Rainer was at one home story cup was throwing down the idea. A show match between two players where he just gets to decide who wins and who loses based on like stuff that happens in game.
The only problem with that is that like you would need someone to judge, like what is worth
Rainer's the
points.
judge.
Oh, Rainer's the judge.
Oh yeah, Rainer's the judge. Yeah, I want that to happen.
Sure. Why not?
But anyway, we're seeing very normal stuff coming in. Some very normal follow-ups coming in from our players. Kira coming down with his Cyclone drop. QuanTa could be moving across the map with a Liberator first. Interesting choice.
Yeah, but he also has some forces here and they will try to stop this drop. Unfortunately, it already got 2 SCVs, but only 2 SCVs. Ooh, but the Cyclone as well.
Yeah, nice juggling coming out here from QuanTa. Actually breaking the lock-on from Cure's Cyclones for a little second there. Is there enough vision? No, there is not.
Oh, Cure playing with
medevac
fire
and
there, but he's able to get this both of these units really low, but not kill them. And the Cyclone rotates around and tries to finish this medevac, but won't be able to.
Yeah, not quite yet. Cure gonna be feeling, or QuanTa gonna be feeling very safe here, keeping his Cyclone in the main base and also having a force of Cyclones in the third base location. I'm seeing this production tab fill up with Cyclones now, Kuro, and I'm seeing QuanTa throw down 2 more factories.
Oh.
The Clone
You know what?
Wars
I'm
are
gonna go
upon
make
us.
some tea.
Yep. The Clone... Upon us, the Clone Wars are now at this point.
But that is true. You can make so many Star Wars jokes with that. Oh no, I didn't realize.
Finally, that medevac with that Cyclone goes down to the Vikings. Cure just posturing around. Posturing around outside of the third base now.
Kiri has a lot of cyclones of his own though, and he has ravens to complement them as well, so that is really scary for QuanTa right now, and he's not even in position. He has that marine though to spot the army, and he will be able to know that it's coming, but it looks like he just wants to base trade.
Yeah, might as well. I'm definitely with you, Kuro. I don't think QuanTa can win a hit-on engagement, not with, auto turrets and anti-armor support from Cure, so base trade might be the way to go. QuanTa actually pulls back and turns around with his entire force.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that move, but I mean that is what he chooses to do. At the same time, Cure does not go for the attack, only sends the ravens for harassment, which do kill 3 SCVs, but both of the
These two
ravens are
Vikings.
going down.
The absolute MVP. All of a sudden, the one advantage that Cure had in a hit-on engagement is gone. QuanTa has the defender's advantage, but Cure shoots first. He locks on first, and he has a better target firing. Unfortunately, not quite able to overcome the sheer quantity of units that QuanTa has here.
Quantity?
Quantity.
Yeah, the
Quantity.
Vikings, the landed Vikings definitely help with that defense, and QuanTa was able to hold the Cyclones, so, I mean, he survived round 1, but Cure does have the third base set up, and I'm sure another wave is ready, but it's not Cyclones from Cure. It is actually Bio coming next.
Whew. I thought we were going to be here for another 4 hours, but Yeah, we're going to be seeing Mech versus Bio come out. Still has the potential to be a bit of a longer game, but yeah, not quite as long as Mech v Mech, to say the least.
Yeah. Same time, Cure setting up his 4th base. So we might actually be here for a while. Even though it is Bio, and Bio is definitely a more dynamic playstyle, it looks like both players kind of want to set up on the map. Like, neither of them like goes for very, you know, decisive attacks. Cure did lose an entire army of Cyclones, but he already replaced it with the Bio tank, so... Yeah, we'll just see who gets there first, I guess.
Indeed, we shall. Yeah, Bio v Mech definitely a little bit. There's math involved as the Bio player. You know, you don't want to be attacking too soon because in low quantities, Mech will just completely shred you. But you also don't want to delay your attack for too long because otherwise, your opponent's gonna be very rich and gonna be able to sustain any losses in the Mech army. So Cure just trying to secure himself on 4 bases as quickly as possible, just trying to build as big of a Marauder force as he can, and pretty soon we should start seeing him make some big move outs.
Oh, hello there, scouting Rex. The Rex may actually be able to scout the drop, funnily enough. The drone drop coming from Cure is going straight to the Rex. Ooh, I think who spotted who?
Well, they both spotted each other by the reactions, it seems. So, yep, QuanTa going to be moving around with some Vikings as well. Cure looks like he was trying to bait some Hellions and some Vikings out here, but thankfully for QuanTa, recognized that, pulls away right before he really starts losing anything major.
And now Cure decides to actually move in. He does get a tank as the army is slightly out of position, but that is all he's gonna get, and his army is quite damaged, but they have Medivacs for support. At the same time, we have another portion of Medivacs with Bio on the other side of the map, so preparing kind of maybe a 2-prong attack here.
Yeah, that's just about the best thing you can do, I guess, in Bio v Mech. You want to make sure that your meching opponent doesn't have that critical mass of tanks all sieged up together. Try to do what Kuro is doing right now. Just contain them on 3 bases for as long as possible. Huge Doom drop into the natural base. 1 medevac will go down, but it's a lot of Marauders and a lot of Marines landing. All of these Hellions do get pulled back. Not too many SCVs fall just yet, but Cure is definitely trying to make an opening for himself with this drop.
Yeah, the turrets managed to delay the drop a little bit, but not stop it. And I mean, not 7 SCVs is quite a number still, but I mean, not game-ending damage, as they say. But at the same time, Cure is going for another number, and once again there are turrets here. Maybe one of 2 medivacs can go down.
Yeah, 1 medevac full of Marines already goes down, and this significantly weakens the drop. The power of the drop that Cure is throwing. Landed Vikings will make short work of the rest of these Marauders. Cure just trying to trade as best he can, and he can actually trade pretty well against these Hellions when it's only Marauders. Once again, preventing this 4th base getting up and running. No medevac support with these Marauders, but whatever he can really do to really keep QuanTa contained is going to be helpful for him.
Yeah, this is the problem. Like, we see it now. Cure expanding to every base he possibly can. Just making more command centers, and this is where the problems start. Like, even if QuanTa's army does look pretty strong, and like he's been taking pretty nice engagements, he's been defending nicely, still he has no 4th base. He has the orbital command, but he's not able to take another base. He's not able to secure his economy, and Cure is just gonna run away with it.
Yeah, there's really the power of mobility, the power of Marauders as well. If you can get one good surround, they make very short work of the tanks. You don't want to isolate your tanks too much as well in a TvT, because otherwise you're just begging these Marauders to sim on forward and take them out one by one.
I'm just curious, just like, you know, going from one side to the next, like trying to do a little drop here, trying a little drop here, because as you said before, like, Mech is probably not the most mobile. Even though this is like mostly Hellions, we still have a lot of tanks. We have like this massive army that has to move from one side of the base to the next, and it takes time. And every time QuanTa is out of position, another attack comes from Cure.
Yeah, another tech comes from Cure, another couple of tanks go down from QuanTa, and this all stacks up, you know? Tanks are not cheap units whatsoever. Cure comes in from a bit of surround, he will be able to take out this 4th base once again. QuanTa just wants this 4th, papi. He just wants to play StarCraft.
Yeah, he even fully muled it to get even a little bit more resources, and he is forced to once again lift it, and he will be able to defend it, but not without losing 13 SCVs.
Expensive losses. 13 SCVs, I think like 6 tanks or something like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose another tank here, and with every tank going down, that's one more opening for Cure to take advantage of once he regroups and replenishes his bio army.
Yeah, and with every attack like this, Cure is also getting more adventurous. This bio is going deeper and deeper into the bases of QuanTa and getting more damage done. 26 workers going down. The CC is under fire. The orbital will actually fall down. It looks like it will burn down if it's not fixed in time. And I think QuanTa is being starved. He's being choked by Cure here. He has the Vikings, but that's all he has. And GG will be called.
Cure gonna take that series 3-2, let's say 1, but actually it was a sweep.
It was 3-1 CC.
Right by the end there, yep. That's what we'll go for. GG, very nicely done here by Cure. I mean, he was a favorite, so we kind of expected him to make it pretty far in this tournament, and we kind of expected this result against QuanTa specifically as well, but, you know, QuanTa definitely had some really good moves himself. He definitely made Cure... He definitely looked like he might have been able to topple Cure, at least in 1 or 2 maps here.
Yeah,
there were
like obviously like Kuro has outclassed QuanTa here, but it was not like it was a bad games. Like QuanTa was trying to do some things there.
Yeah, I will say that QuanTa was making opportunities for himself, right? He was finding ways to really strike at Cure and contain him, especially in game number 2. I feel like he did a really good job of just keeping him on 2 bases until the genius mule got thrown down and kind of caught him off guard a little bit. But yeah, these were a pretty good showing, I would say, from QuanTa as well.
And this mule was really nice. That was fun.
Yeah. I miss body blocking mules. Body blocking mules and what are they called? Tactical mules? That's what I'll call them.
Tactical mules, yes. Those were tactical. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm just trying to get all the production set up for our next series.
Indeed, and it looks like we will have our series available for us. Shin versus DRG did finish up a little while ago. Shin actually took that series 3-1, which is both surprising and not surprising at the same time. On the one hand, I do think that DRG... I was kind of expecting a 3-2 either way, if I'm being honest, but yeah, I guess I can't be too surprised at Shin taking it in the end, just because... he has been looking very, very solid in the matchup in the past year and a half, I want to say. So yes.
Sorry, I'm just confused because I have become a party leader and like what is happening?
Apparently. Well, we're all congregating around here, so we are starting to combine our streams. We are at the end of simulcasts. We are going to be streaming together.
Yes.
We're going to be streaming the same match together with Inu, both of our 2 remaining matches, and we're going to start with the lower match. It's going to be a PVZ, Creata versus Mondo. It's going to be what how we've come here, how we've journeyed ourselves into this.
Yeah,